Please show her. Please show her the real one. Please show her the real page I gave.
Dr. Zafar Ahmed, right?
Correct. You said it right. Show the whole thing.
Can we start now?
Yes.
ลงมาได้ไหมอุ้มมันลงมาได้ไหมโพเดียมอ่ะมีบันไดขึ้นค่ะเดี๋ยวแขกยื่นให้โอ้แกขึ้นไปข้างบนเลยเหรอโอ้ยนั่นแหละ
Thank you.
Okay. First of all, like a tradition, I would like to say good afternoon to Professor Dr. Zafar Ahmed and our faculty and PhD students. And this is the culture that before you give a lecture for us, I would like to say something to you first before I introduce you. Okay? To write it down something. I'm so grateful to you. I'm grateful to you for sharing your experience, expertise, and wisdom to our faculty and PhD students. Your insights will help those of us going on teaching and study to be mindful of the very important work in shaping student minds of the future. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all of your encouragement. You are an amazing person, and I want you to know that you made a meaningful impact on us. My thanks to you for going above and beyond. And before you starting off your lecture, I don't know what happened to the microphone. What is the round for? First of all, I would like to introduce you for our audience. Okay, Professor Dr. Zafar Ahmed, joined Department of Management and Marketing at KFU PM Business School, King Fahd University of Petroleum and Mineral in Saudi Arabia, right? As a professor of marketing and international business on August 14, 2023. Zafar earned his BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration in International Business from University of the State of New York, America, and MBA of International Business from Texas Austin International University in the USA too, and a PhD in marketing from the Utah State University in 1988. Zafar taught at 6 different universities across the U.S. on a full-time basis for 23 years. Zafar has been a student, teacher, and a scholar of marketing and international business for over 45 years. His global experiences has taken him from the snow-capped towers of academic institutions across the U.S. to the desert cities of the Arabian Peninsula and to remote reaches of Africa and the Asia-Pacific island in pursuit of global research, developing global networks and learning better ways of doing business globally. For instance, he has been a visiting professor to the American University of Beirut, Lebanon, Lebanese American University, Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, University of Witwatersrand at South Africa, University of Malaya, Malaysia, University of Science in Malaysia, University of Putra in Malaysia. And this university will have MOU with University of Putra, Malaysia. What happened to the microphone? Now, right?
It's
You are the
finishing.
dean. Now you are the Dean of the College of Business Administration at the Prince Faha bin Sultan University in Tabuk and as a visiting professor of marketing at the University of Dammam, now renamed as Imam Abdulrahman bin Faisal University. Okay, this is so brief, brief resume that I can read for all of us. Thank you again for your sharing expertise and experiences and wisdom to us about the publishing the research in the next 2 hours for us. Please welcome Dr. Ahmed, okay? Please welcome Dr. Ahmed. Please come here. Thank you so much. And before you give the instruction to us, we would like to say thank you with a souvenir from us. And after this, we can take a picture with you before you give the picture. Thank you.
Sure. My pleasure. My pleasure. My water is missing. My water bottle was here. Oh, it went there. I went to the table to find it. Thank you. I wanted to bring this because of the heat.
In PowerPoint, you can control from.
No, I want, she did not introduce completely, so I want to read the page which she did not read. Let her do it. He's sitting on the back. He can do it faster. Yes, this one. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Zafar Uddin Ahmed. As you can see, my face is Indian. My name is Arabic. I am an American professor and I am visiting your beautiful country, Thailand. And I am using the language of Britishers, the English men and women. So what the hell I am? So I am a global citizen. No, you changed it. Please put it the back, the top one. So the Vice President was kind enough to introduce me very nicely, but she did not read the whole introduction. There is one more paragraph I want to read which relates to this seminar. Zafar has published over 200 scholarly papers in Scopus, Web of Science, and ISI index journals. He has a Google citation index of over 8,500. I was checking this morning, it was 9,000. I wrote this 1 month ago, so it is 1 month old. Google citation index changes every minute. An H index of 44. This morning was 47, and I-10 index of 113, this morning was 119. To his credit, he has organized and presided over 20 global conferences across the world. I did not attend them, I organized them. I chaired them. Serves on the editorial boards of more than 10 world-class journals, and serves as the president and CEO, US-based Academy for Global Business Advancement, Editor-in-Chief, Switzerland-based on Scopus Index, Web of Science Index, Journal for International Business and Entrepreneurship Development at Q2 rank, and Editor-in-Chief, Switzerland-based and Scopus Index, Journal for Global Business Advancements as Q2. Can you go to the last one? Yes. Zafar is a global consultant for numerous multinationals operating globally, advisor to many governmental and non-governmental organizations across the world, sits on the boards of many firms operating globally, and is the owner, president, and CEO of his family's 150-year-old firm, Taj Global Exporters, New Delhi, India, operating worldwide. So this is my introduction, and now you can put my PowerPoints. So it's a pleasure and honor to be invited all the way from US. I'm coming from US right now to make this presentation at your beautiful university. Why I'm here? I'm here in your beautiful country because our next conference will be held in Bangkok at Grand Four Wings Hotel on July 8, 9 and 10 this year. I am the president and I am the chair of the conference, and I want to invite you to attend our conference and present your scholarship. Business scholarship, engineering scholarship, even medicine and science scholarship, education scholarship, social science scholarship, you are welcome to present. So before I start my formal presentation, I would like to request you to turn off your cell phones, because if you are using your cell phones, then it means you have no interest in my lecture. And in America, I ask you to leave my room. So I am tough because my brain is American. So please turn off your cell phone. My cell phone is here. As you can see, I am putting it here, so that you can see I am not using my cell phone. Please don't take any picture of my PowerPoint slides. I have already sent it to your university. Your university has it. So you can get it from my colleague who was here, that young lady. She will give it to you. It has 49 slides, and I will give it to you for free. My presentation is also for free. In the US, I charge $10,000 for this presentation, and you are getting it for free. So see how much America is different than Thailand. If an American university asks me to make this presentation, the fee is 10,000 American dollars, cash paid in advance, and for you is free. So see how much I love Thailand. This is our fourth conference in Thailand. We organized one conference 15 years ago at AIT, Asian Institute of Management. We organized one conference 10 years ago at King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Lat Krabang. And we organized our third conference at NIDA, National Institute of Development Administration, 7 years ago. So this is our fourth conference. We are organizing it without anybody's help. No Thai university is sponsoring us, but you are welcome to sponsor us if you want. And so please come, present your research, and we will publish your papers in our 2 Swiss journals for free. So see the beauty of our organization. It's not a business, it's a charity. Number one, like a church, like a mosque, like a temple. It is owned by Texas A&M University, Dallas campus. I am the president for life because I am the founder. So the university board of trustees told me, you are president for life, till the day you die. And our journals are also free. Membership into our organization also free. So everything is free, my friends. And we are here to serve you also for free. Okay? So see how to publish in world-class journals, AGBA's perspective. AGBA is the name of my organization. It's not my personal property, as I told you. It is owned by Texas A&M University. But I am the founder and I am the president. That is the reason I am the president for life. Everybody wants to publish these days, whether you are Indian or Chinese or Pakistani or Vietnamese or Filipino or Thai or Nigerian or Kenyan or Brazilian or Argentinian, Bulgarian or Romanian or Polish or Finn, you want to publish in European and American journals. But do you know the rules of playing in the academia of Europe and USA? This is the issue. This is the issue. The most important thing is the names. The rules and regulations of global academia might be different than your own rules and regulations. A very good example is Russian athletes. They have been barred, they have been banned from participating in Olympics. Why? Because Russian government was giving them drugs, legally and illegally, and it was putting drugs into their bodies, which is illegal under the European and American and Olympic policies. Because Olympic movement and Olympic organization does not allow the usage of drugs by athletes to improve their performance. It is banned. So Russia has been banned as a country. Russians cannot participate in Olympics. When Winter Olympics were held in Beijing a couple of years ago, they were barred. When the Summer Olympics were held in Tokyo in 2020, they were barred. They were banned because they violated the charter of Olympics. Why I am giving this example? Because there are a lot of corruption in publication all over the world. There are shops in Kuala Lumpur, in New Delhi, India, in Beijing, China, in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. They are writing papers for money and they are publishing for money. Infusion of money within the academia has destroyed the integrity of global publication industry. It has brought corruption like the Russian corruption of doping in the Olympics. So this is very important because we publish for free. We give you the membership of our organization for free. I am teaching this workshop for free. I will not allow corruption even by my mother or my wife or girlfriend or by the Indian God. I will not allow. What are some of the examples of corruption? Some of the examples of corruption is the role of money. Some people are writing papers for money and publishing it for money. It's as a business. Another form of corruption is plagiarization. Another form of corruption is ghostwriting. Another form of corruption is one person is writing a paper and he is putting other three people's name. Why there are 4 names on this paper? There should be only one name. So there are many forms of corruption which I will not discuss today, but I just wanted to give it an introductory remark that we are against corruption. And King Mongkut Institute of Science and Technology hosted our conference about 10 years ago and 15 years ago, and we published more than 30 papers of their PhD students, which helped them to earn the PhDs. So we support people, good people we support. We will support you also. Please come to our conference, which will be held in your beautiful city at Grand Four Wings Hotel on July 8, 9, 10. And I was telling your colleague, this doctor who is sitting there, that we will allow presentation in Thai language as well. If you cannot present in English, and you have a problem communicating in English and you want to present in Thai language, sure, go ahead and present Thai language. We have a lot of friends at NIDA, at AIT, and King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Lat Krabang. They are Thai people like you, and they will chair your sessions and listen your research and make recommendations how to improve. They have American PhDs. They have my personal friends. I will ask them to critique your research. So, with this preamble, let us start. What is my presentation? I think they gave me a device to change. I think I can change. Excuse me 1 second. I think this is the device. This is the device. Can you teach me how to use it? Can you teach me how to use it? This one. This. No. This one. Outline. This is the outline. I would like to walk you through my outline. Still, a lot of people are using cell phones, so I'm not happy. I will complain to your president that you have no interest in my presentation. You just came in to look at your computer and look at your tablet and talk with your girlfriend or boyfriend through cell phone. So please turn off your cell phone as a respect to me, and if you cannot, please leave the classroom. Please leave this hall, because I am making a presentation for free. I want some respect. Information about AGBA, challenges in academia, trends in research, AGBA's 2 Swiss journals, journal standards, and tips for publishing. So this is the outline of my presentation. What is AGBA? AGBA was established as an NGO in the US in 2000. More than 1,000 members we have. They are based in 50 countries, including Thailand. We aim to help academics and scholars at business schools across the emerging countries to connect with the Western world by collaboration among scholars and disseminate knowledge. We bring a lot of people from USA and Europe. They will attend our conference. They will become your friends. They will become your mentors. They will become your research collaborators. We are promoting strategic alliances among business schools across the emerging countries. AGBA's forthcoming global projects, this is what we are planning to launch this year and next year, 2025. Enhancing the quality and ranking and impact of our existing journal. We are planning to launch of a brand new AGBA journal. We are going to publish an annual monograph book starting from this year. We have negotiated with Springer, Switzerland to publish it, and we will give it for free. Upgrading of a business school to the global standards in emerging country every year. If you would like to work with us to upgrade your school at Western University to the American standard, we will be delighted to do it for you for free. Launch of a global doctoral program in global management jointly offered by 3 different reputed universities based in 3 different countries, North America, Europe, and Asia. We would love to do it with you. Establishment of a global consulting wing within AGBA framework. We want to establish Akbar's chapters. We can establish one at Western University, for example, and professional development program we want to do to promote certain countries. We are negotiating with the Dubai government a program for Dubai Economic Miracle. Because I'm sure you know, even you two prime ministers were living in Dubai. So Dubai is a very unique country. The evolution of academia. See this beautiful diagram, or I found it on a Facebook. Publish. Then came publish or perish. Then came publish in high impact journals or perish. And today, publish frequently in high impact journals, and maybe you won't perish. So the environment is changing. The environment of academia is changing. What are the challenges for you as scholars when you want to participate in the global Olympics? The first challenge is journal selection. You want to publish in top tier journals. It is like winning a gold medal in the Olympics. You are a village champion. First, you should be the champion of a Thai province. Then you should be the champion of Thailand as a country. Then when you win the Thailand gold medal, then you will go to ASEAN and become a champion in ASEAN. And then you will participate in Asian Games. And then you will represent in Olympics. So it's a process. Slowly you go up and up and up and up. Large review processes. This is another problem. I receive a lot of requests. Can you please publish my paper in 24 hours? How long will it take for you to publish my papers? If I says 1 year, I'm not interested. So I also tell them, I'm also not interested to publish your paper in 24 hours. Please pay $500, $1,000 to MDPI in Switzerland. It is run by a Chinese businessman, and he will publish it in 1 minute. He charges $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,000. It is a predatory publisher. My process is that 3 people will be evaluating your paper in 3 different countries. And all 3 countries are US, Europe, for example in USA, for example in England, and for example in Australia. And they will be doing review of your paper for free. They are not charging any money. And why should they review your paper? Stereotype about emerging markets, finding the right topic, funding for data, assembling a research team, time, too much teaching, an English challenge for non-native speakers. Can you write good English? And then you are getting it edited by somebody who knows English, and then you are giving him a co-authorship because he is editing your paper. Journal selection requires payment or not? This is what you should think. My advice as the president of Akbar is, please don't pay. If you are paying, it is not right. It is not right. It is promoting corruption. Check recent papers. For example, if you want to publish in a journal, check in the last 2 years what kind of paper the journal has published. That will give you an idea about the quality, about the standard. Fit with your scholarship. Search for articles on the same or similar topic. Get familiar with the journal. Types of paper published in the journal. It is a qualitative paper, a quantitative paper, meta-analysis paper, bibliometric analysis paper, historical paper, conceptual paper, empirical paper, case paper. What kind of paper you are publishing? Choose your target outlet before starting. See the advice I am giving you. Always select the journal and a model paper. Model. This is the quality I will write before you start your research. This is where, this will be the home of my research paper. And this is the quality I would write. Aim high but be realistic. Choose your audience, your academic community, policy makers and managers who would like to use your research for the improvement of private sector or public sector. Is the journal you are selecting, is it indexed in Scopus, SSCR, AVDC, Web of Science, ISI? Wide circulation means that more people read it. A low acceptance rate means it has a higher quality. Well-known editors and editorial board members. A high-impact journal. The average article in the journal is cited frequently in a given period. Don't hesitate to reach out to the editor and ask questions. High visibility. The journal is indexed in multiple computerized databases which allows articles in the journal to turn up on searches. These are our two journals which I edit. I am the founder of both journals and I am the editor of both journals. And both journals are indexed in Scopus, and as well as many other databases besides Scopus like Web of Science. This one, the second one is indexed in Web of Science as well as in ISI. It is Q2 and the first one is Q4. And these are the websites of our both journals. As you can see, journal indexing, Scopus, Web of Science, Academic One File, CNP, Link Killer, Business Collection, Google Scholar, InfoTrack, Inspect, Technology, GGate, ProQuest, Australian Business Deans Council Journal Ranking List, Cables Directly, Excellence in Research for Australia, JUFO, Norwegian Register for Scientific Journals. This is my team. I am the editor-in-chief. Dr. Christopher is the managing editor of Journal for Global Business Advancement, and Dr. Umar is the managing editor of JIBET. Both are American professors and both are based in the United States. He is affiliated with the University in Chicago, and this gentleman is affiliated with the University in Ohio State. What kind of papers we publish? We publish conceptual paper, theoretical papers, empirical paper, bibliometric, qualitative, quantitative, case studied, book reviews and notes commentaries. Basically, we publish all kinds of papers. What are the topics we cover? We cover all topics in the areas of economics, business administration, accounting, management, marketing, finance, management information systems, tourism management, hospitality management, etc., etc. So these are the lists. You can easily find them on our websites of both journals. What are the common mistakes? I have found personally, because I have been editing both journals for the last 15 years. Our journals are 15 years old and our organization is 25 years old. And I am 70 years old. My friend was asking me what is my age. Say I am 70 years old and I have traveled to your beautiful country to give you a free presentation. And this is what I have found. Research question not clear or strong, or stated later in the paper not clearly indicating the gaps in the research, lack of motivation, and very simple and obvious question. I don't like it. I'm going to reject the paper. The structure of the paper is chaotic, complex organization, hard to read. I don't understand what you are writing. I'm going to reject. Too many grammatical errors. I am not in the business of fixing your English. I am not your teacher. I am going to reject. Cite too much. You are citing your too many papers. You have published 20 papers. You are citing all 20. This is not right. You should not cite too many. You can cite 3, 4 is fine, but not 20, 30, 40, 50. The research question is too vague, too broad, or not specified. Inconsistency between research question and methodology. For example, you have very small samples, only 20 people. If you interviewed only 20 people, you can write it like a case study, but you cannot perform statistical analysis. Statistical analysis must be at least for few hundred. not enough support in the data for the claims made by the author. So what question may not be asked or answered well? See the advice I am giving. Planning before writing. Good writing begins with planning. Consider first your purposes for publishing and the audience for whom you are writing. Why are you writing this paper? Just for to get your PhD or to get your contract? Groundbreaking idea or incremental contribution, just for tenure or promotion or being more marketable. Determine the scope of your manuscript. Don't try to do too much in a single article. Make sure you have full grasp of the global literature. How much, see the word, full grasp of the global literature. How much research has been published on this topic in the whole world? That is the first paper you should write. It is called bibliometric analysis. You do a bibliometric analysis using a mouse, put a scopus and a mouse and bibliometric analysis on your topic and perform the bibliometric analysis, which is integrated with a mouse and a scopus, will tell you how many people have done research on this topic. Not your country, not Thailand, the topic. For example, I love doing research on global image, global branding, country image, country branding. So these are the topics. Forget about country. Country might be China or in USA or India. No, just country branding, just national branding, just country image, just brand image. When I perform research, I see 1,000 papers have been published on this topic. And what are different dimensions covered by the scholars? Okay? So this is what you should do. First paper every PhD student should write is on bibliometric analysis or a meta-analysis. Determine target outlet before writing. Which journal you will publish this article. Conferences are very important. That is the reason I have come all the way from USA to make this presentation. And day after tomorrow I am flying to Malaysia to make 3 presentations at 3 different universities in Malaysia. And see the first word I wrote, icons. Icons means the top people in the world who founded research in your field. For example, I do research in branding. Who is the top person in branding? Number 1 in the world, his name is David Aker. David Aker. He got his PhD from Stanford University and he retired as a professor from University of California at Berkeley. He is 95 years old. He is an icon. So this is what icon means. You meet them at the conferences. You meet top scholars at the conferences. You see the new trends at the conferences. You see new dimensions at the conferences. And you look at the new perspective of the conferences. For example, at our conference, which will be held at Grand Four Wings Hotel on July 8, we will bring 10 people from USA. We will sponsor them. 10 people. They are president of universities. They are deans of business schools. They are editors of journals. They are chairmen of the departments. All of them have supervised PhDs in America, and they will teach workshops how to publish, how to write a research paper, how to publish and how to write a research paper. First day, 10 workshops will be taught by 10 top people in the world for free. No charge. No presentation the first day. First day we call it professional development. We want to teach you how to write a research paper. Topic selection. Interesting enough to capture the attention. Timely, new or not outdated topic. More audience and more citations. Relevant, practical and theoretical implications. Fit with your own or your author's background. Expensive research topic. Stream of papers and follow-up studies. Develop a doable topic. Original, potential to make a contribution. Look for a niche in which you can make a difference. You are writing something on Thailand, but nobody can use your research in your neighboring countries like Vietnam, like Malaysia, like Philippines, like Indonesia. They are your neighbors. They are like you. If they cannot use their companies, their governments, if their companies or governments in other neighboring countries like Vietnam, like Malaysia, like Indonesia and like Philippines cannot use your research, we will not publish it. Because our journal is global and we are living in a globalized world. If you want your research to be used only by Thais, then publish in Thai journals. Why you want to publish in a Swiss journal? My journal are Swiss and I am American. Why do you want to publish? Why you want to play in Olympics? Global standards and tips for publishing. Global standards. See, if you remember 20-30 minutes ago, I started my lecture by giving you a story of Olympics. You should speak Olympic language if you want to participate in Olympic. 2024 Olympics will be held in Paris, France. And Thailand will be sending a team to win some golds and silver and bronze. So you should understand what is the Olympics of education, Olympics of academia. Number one is title, not too short or long. Concise, accurate, and informative. Abstract should be between 100 to 150 words only, with keywords 10 to 15 words of phrases, concise, clear, to the point, and it should spark interest. 90% of researchers just read the abstract. Should briefly mention what your research is about, what methods have been used, and what your main findings are. See my advice for abstract. Introduction. How should you write introduction of your paper? About 2 to 5 pages. Most important part of the paper. Tell your goal now rather than later. Sets the first stage of analysis and also predicts the tone and direction of paper. Spark curiosity. Clearly state the topic and goal of your research as well as the particular problem or questions you will address. Convince the reader about the topic and relevance. No need for detailed review. Should be written after the paper is complete. Tell what you did and found briefly. Literature review, about 10 pages. Use recent articles only in the last 5 years. Cover the most recent and most relevant literature. Cite high quality journals. What is the meaning of high quality? Some call it top journals, some call it 5-star journals, some call it elite journals. Must be written in essay format and tables. If any, must be included within appendix. Don't put any table in literature review. Classify and name themes in the literature. Conclude with the gaps in the literature. Relate the literature to your story. What is the gap? What gap your research is filling up? Cite paper from the target journal to make it better fit. Avoid giving too many citations for one point. A weak review may signal that the author does not have sufficient command of the topic to make a significant contribution. Theory. Proposed research must be supported by at least one theory. This example is from marketing because I'm a marketing professor. In marketing, we use a lot of marketing theories like theory of plant behavior or theory of reasoned action. A strong theoretical background is needed. Framework, graphic representation of the proposed model. Make it simple and easy to understand. Refer to the model in your text. Show how different variables, dependent, independent, mediating, and moderating variables interact with each other. Hypotheses, have clear hypotheses with numbers and explaining the background of each hypothesis with numerous citations. See the construct of variables. Dependent, independent, mediating, and moderating variables should be written in 1 to 3 pages. Can be summarized in a table format as well. Cite studies that you are using to borrow constructs. Show from where you got those constructs. Methodology, 2 to 3 pages. Sample. Sample construction, size, survey subjects, result with less than 250 respondents is questionable. Data show how, where the data is obtained. Use descriptive statistics table. Lot of people are using corruption in data. One professor, her name is Gina, Gina, please check it in the Google. At Harvard Business School, she does research on happiness. She has been fired by Harvard because she was using manipulated data or fake data. She will end up in the prison for 20 years. President of Stanford University has been fired. Why? Because he was using fake data and manipulated data. Many of you have science background, medicine background, pharmacy background, and nursing background. A medical doctor who is doing research in medicine to invent a new medicine uses fake data. It will kill human beings. It will kill human beings. So fake data is a crime in the United States. Results. Types of method and analysis use robust and rigorous analysis. Use the latest statistics. What the top scholars are using in the last 5 years. Statistics change every 10 years. New statistical methods are invented by statisticians. Right now, structural equation modeling is being used widely. SAM, use it. Results 2 to 5 pages. Clear, easy to read tables, refer to hypotheses, supported or not, interpretation of results. Discussion, my friends.
Just a moment.
Please write down your question, I will come back. Yes, otherwise I will forget. Please write down your every question. Discussion, 3 to 4 pages. Connect the manuscript to the larger field. Discuss the importance of what you have done and relate to your new findings for broader issues. Conclusion, a final summary of the results and findings. Contribution, managerial and theoretical implications, about 3 to 4 pages. Discuss limitations. Discuss directions for future research. And the last one is references. Over 50 references to citation from top journals I want to see. A plus or A. Cannot be numbered. Alphabetically using the last name of the lead author. Do not use citations from predatory journals, paid journals, and non-Scopus journals. Cite journals. What are other standards? We emphasize AGBA and its 2 journals. We emphasize drop textbooks, magazines, newspapers, and websites and references. Add your questionnaire in the appendix. Do plagiarization or similarity index check. Similarity index must be proven via software. For example, you can use Turnitin. Maximum co-authors allowed are 4 only. Do not add any co-author who has contributed nothing. It is corruption. You cannot cite more than 4 of your own papers. Maximum we allow for you is 4 citations. Now what do we want? If you want to publish in my 2 journals, I want a 30 pages paper, including references, tables, and appendices. 30 pages must be double spaced. 12 New Times Roman. References must be single spaced. Quotes must be single spaced. Table must be single spaced. Appendix must be single spaced. And no abbreviation is allowed. All abbreviations, including abbreviated names of the authors, must be dropped. See the English. My advice about English. Do not use local English words practiced in your native country. For example, lakh, 100,000 is used in India. Please do not use it. Use only British English spelling. Though I am American, but I love British English because it is more widely used around the world. Use only British English spellings throughout your manuscript. Use Harvard style references. Whole manuscript must be written in essay format. Do not use point system for creating paragraphs. Get it edited by a globally renowned English editing firm. For example, Elsevier has a service. Ahmed does not accept editing done by softwares or editing certificate issued by local firms or individuals or local universities. Copyright forms must be signed by all co-authors. 100 words biopic with official university email address for each co-author must be included. You know, I receive papers from India and China, from Nigeria and from Kenya. You know what the guy is saying? I'm a professor at London University. I'm a PhD student at University of London. And his email address is Gmail or Hotmail. Then I contact the University of London. Is he your PhD student? He says no. So see the corruption. People want me to publish a paper with the University of London affiliation. See the corruption. Organization of the paper. See the heading, my friend. Organization means cohesive story. Arrange pertaining ideas in a logical and coherent manner. See the big picture and show how a story flows like a novel. You read a novel, a story is flowing. Correct structure and appropriate use of sections and titles must be used. Map your paper, create an outline, have an introduction, have a conclusion, and theme of each section and paragraph. Stick to the point. Don't lose your focus. Avoid basic grammatical errors. Use free software for example, Grammarly to check basic grammars. Make sure transitions are succinct, with one section naturally flowing into another. When in doubt, spell it out. Remember that not all readers will be as familiar with your area as you are. Avoid the passive voice. Write, for example, the teachers told us instead of we were told by the teachers. See the way English is written. The active voice focuses the reader more on the participant and not on the action. And now I'm entering the last stage. I will be finished in 5-6 minutes. If you want to publish in our 2 journals, we require you to prepare 10 documents. Number 1 is we want to see 30-page paper in MS Word format. We want you to write a letter spelling out how our journal 30 standards have been confirmed and complied with. We want you to write response to reviewers, a letter explaining how you have revised your paper based on our 3 reviews. Explain it one by one for each review separately in 3 different documents. You should submit your 0% similarity index in PDF format using Turnitin. English editing certificate also we need. We need resume of every co-author with picture embedded inside within each resume. We need 100 or 150 words biopic of each co-author with professional university email address. We need a statement that copyright forms duly signed by all co-authors have been uploaded within your account on the journal's website. We need a statement that final version of your paper has been uploaded on the journal website. Now, no change or modification or amendment is allowed now. If you would like me to change, to allow you to drop one author, add another author, change the order of the author, no, I will not do it. You have 1 year to do it. Why you are doing it now? Your paper submission code. Our journal system would generate it after you have uploaded your paper on our journal's website. Conclusion, my friend, 1 or 2 more minutes and I am done. Then I would like you to ask questions. There is no one best style. Choose the one that fits you and your research the best. Make sure you have convincing answers to these questions. Do you have a cohesive and consistent story to tell to the world? And your world is ASEAN. As I told you, your research should be used or could be used or must be used. by your neighbors. Like Vietnam and Malaysia and Indonesia and Philippines, they are like you. Do you clearly indicate the gaps in the literature? What is your motivation to pursue this research? Do you make a contribution to the global literature? And global for me is your region, ASEAN. Get feedback from globally acclaimed colleagues before submission. How? By presenting at a conference, AGBA's conference. Have focus. Do not try doing too many things in the paper. Interdisciplinary research. Better at problem solving. Generate new research avenues by challenging established beliefs. Source of creativity is also what research is all about. Research gives new ideas and generates creativity. So friends, thank you very much for listening me patiently. I am grateful. There are 30 people in the audience, 33-0. I was counting. I am a son of a businessman. I run my business also. So go ahead. Now you are welcome to ask any question. Let me come down. This is yours. Let me return to you. Thank you very much. Yes, you take that. Yes. Please put the first slide.
Your global standard is really qualified, but the one I am not sure this construct. What do you mean about measurement or conceptual framework? Construct. What do you mean? Measurement.
What? Which one?
Measurement.
This construct.
Construct. What do you mean?
Oh, the construct.
I am
this
not
one.
sure.
Construct means variables.
Measure available.
Construct means variables. Dependent variable, independent variable, mediating variable, moderating variable. In business administration, we call them constructs.
Yes. This topic about I must define and give meaning and explain this construct.
That is correct. And you should also tell us why have you selected these constructs. How many research studies in Europe, USA, Japan, China, Korea, Singapore, Hong Kong, for example, have used these constructs for similar studies?
Any question?
Very good question she asked.
Okay, in page 16, you talk about common mistake.
Can you show me on the slide?
This one, such as the unclear research question or a structure paper is Socratic. What are the top 3 tips you would give to others to avoid this pitfall and enhance the quality of their submission?
I don't understand your question. Your question is what? This one? The research question is too vague. This one?
Yeah.
Too broad or not specified. This is about research question. Why are you doing this research? Why? Let me give you an example. I do research in global branding. Global branding, my field, has many dimensions. For example, some people love global brands and some people hate global brands. Okay? Now let us pick up love. What is the definition of love? Love is like a human being. One human loves one person. One husband loves one wife. But sometimes rich people have many wives. They have girlfriends also. And in America, they keep divorcing. So what happened to the love if you are divorcing? Husband is divorcing, wife is divorcing. What happened to the love? So in other words, the love is only for a small period of time, 4 or 5 years. After 4 or 5 years, the love expires. Love is dead. Same thing happens with brands. Do you love this brand for life? That is called addiction. Love, that brand is called addiction. You cannot live without that brand. If you hate a brand for some reason, political reason, social reason, for example, that is called animosity. A very good example is Japanese were ruling over China during the Second World War. First World War and Second World War. From 1910 to 1945, I'm sure you know Japanese ruled over China for about 35 years. And they killed 35 million Chinese in that rule. So those Chinese who are very old, like 80 years old, 90 years old, 100 years old, even today they don't buy Japanese products because of that oppression and atrocities committed by Japanese army against Chinese citizens. So animosity has developed against Japanese brands. So that old generation, very, very old, you can call them grandpas or grandmas, they don't buy Japanese products. Same thing happening right now in Malaysia, your neighboring country. McDonald's is using a lot of money in Malaysia, and many McDonald's have closed in Malaysia because Muslims are spreading a rumor that McDonald's is owned by Jews, and Jews are killing Muslims in Palestine. $5 billion have been lost by McDonald's in Arab countries and Muslim countries. Though it's a global brand. And McDonald's is closing their stores. And who's losing? Not Jews, not Israelis. Because the owner of the Malaysian McDonald's are all Malaysians. They are Malaysian entrepreneurs. And employees are also Malaysians. And consumers are also Malaysian. But the Islamic religious zealots or Islamic religious fundamentalists or Islamic religious fanatics have succeeded that the money is going to Israel. So this is an example of explaining the question clearly. What is your research all about? So, a lot of people do not explain what are the research gaps and how to ask a research question, because they don't read the research papers of top scholars correctly. Their English is poor, their grasp of the theory and the subject is poor, they never took 10 courses or 5 courses in branding, they never read 20, 30 books in branding, they never read 1,000 articles in branding, and they just start writing research paper on branding because I love branding, I'm going to do research on branding. This attitude that anything could be written, any research could be done, is not right. This is where the problems happen, because the knowledge is shallow. Knowledge does not have good grasp. I will use the word Olympics again. It's like swimming in the swimming pool or swimming in the Atlantic Ocean or Pacific Ocean. Go and do scuba diving in the Atlantic Ocean. This is what high impact journal means. High impact journal, we remove your name. We also remove Thailand. Anywhere you have used the word Thailand, I made it blank or I made it dark so that the author does not know where the research was done. And I want the reviewer to tell me honestly how great your research is, what contribution it is making. So it's a big challenge. It is a big challenge. I'm American educated. I taught in America for 33 years. I studied in America for 12 years. I go to a corrupt country Like India, I can criticize India because my mother is Indian. So I go to India where 90% or 80% people are doing corruption and they want me to publish in my journals. I will not publish. I don't publish corrupt articles. Any other question, friends?
Okay, thank you, Professor. Also, on the common mistake, when you say cite too much or too little, and is this one? Can you give a sample for one journal how to give the citation?
As I told you, the best advice I have given you is if you should select a field in which you are doing research. A very good example is my own research. As I told you, I do research in global branding, brand image, country branding, nation branding. That is my field. And what is the top journal? Top journal is Journal of Marketing, Journal of Marketing Research, Journal of the Academy of Marketing Science, Journal of Consumer Research. So these are my top journals. So I find the top articles on my topic which have been published in these journals. First, when I was a PhD student, between 1983 and 1988, my teacher asked me to find all the articles published by all the top people in the world in this field. It took me 1 year to find those articles because there was no database, there was no computer, there was no internet, there was no Wi-Fi. 1 year it took me to find articles. And I found 1,000 articles in 1 year. And then he asked me to read all of them and summarize all of them. Today you can find them in 1 minute. 1 year has become 1 minute because of the databases. They are all electronic. So you should know out of these 1,000 articles, for example, who is your icon, who is your role model. If you don't understand the word icon, let me change the name, role model. You want to be like him. So my role model was David Ecker. David Ecker is the father of research in the field of branding. He is 95 years old. He got his PhD when I was not born. I am 70 years old, 69, 70 years old. So I was not even born, he got his PhD. So he is the father of branding. So he has written a lot of articles and I read all of them. So I always wanted to write an article like him. His daughter's name is Jennifer Ecker. She is also a professor of branding and she teaches at University of California at Berkeley. So now I read her articles. So you have to have a role model, a top role model in the world. Could be German professor, could be Japanese, could be Chinese, could be American, could be British, could be Australian. For me, it has to be American because my doctorate is from USA. So I wanted a top American professor. And you should see how he's writing articles. You should see how his citations are. So this is what is my advice because every field is different. My first paper I published in my life. See, people ask me, can you publish my paper in 24 hours? My PhD from 83 to 88. And from my PhD, I published first article in 91. So how many years it took me to write one article? 9 years. Sorry, 5 plus 3, 8 years. I published one paper in 8 years. Today people want to publish one paper in 8 minutes or 8 hours. So see how the world has changed. And that paper was published in the top journal of the world. It is called Tourism Management. And it is a single authored article which I wrote myself. My supervisors taught me do this, change this. But they did not insist I put their name because I wrote it myself. And I did not get it edited by anybody. So to succeed in America, to be a professor in America, you should know English better than white Americans. And this is what my father taught me. Learn English, learn English, learn English. So I learned English. In bachelor's degree, I was 18 years old. I was 20 years old. I was 22 years old when I took 10 English courses. 10. Average American takes only 2. You can see my face is Indian. You can see my name is Arabic. But I took 10 English courses at the age of 18, at the age of 22, in a bachelor's degree of business administration We don't take English literature courses in bachelor's degree in business administration. We take them only 1 or 2, but I took 10 extra. It increased my bachelor's degree time from 4 years to 5 years. Why I took 10 extra? To beat Americans. I am going to beat Americans because I want to rule over them. I want to be a professor in USA. I want to be the dean in USA. So I worked very hard. So my friends, I am an Indian. You can see from my face I am an Indian. My mother is Indian. My father is Turkish. My name is Arabic. But I write very beautiful English. How I learned it? I learned it at a young age. Many of you are students. Because I wanted to play in American Academy, American Olympics, American national sports, American national sports, American Academy. I'm a foreigner. I'm an international student. I'm a foreign student. I will defeat Americans. You see? So when you have that zeal, that determination, that passion, that you have come from India to defeat Americans on the soil of America, then you study very hard. Though I retired 5 years ago from USA at the age of 65, I was sleeping in Turkey in the home of my father, which my father is Turkish. He gave me a beautiful home, so I said, let me enjoy my retirement in Turkey. But these Saudis hired me only 9 months ago. I am in Saudi Arabia to write a curriculum for their PhD program. I am writing a curriculum for a PhD program in Saudi Arabia. Any other question? I am telling you this story because I was like you. I was from a third world country called India. And now I became American professor. How? How I worked hard. I worked hard at a young age. Please ask more questions.
I have one question. I think your standard can apply to any field. We have many field, many faculty at Western University for such as health promotion, medical technology. Do you have a journal about for suggest them? Thank you. Your conference at 4-Wheel Hotel, you tell me.
We publish papers even from non-business fields. A very good example is engineering and technology. When engineers do research or technologists use research, why are they doing research? They are developing new products for business firms, how to use those products by business firms. Business firms are going to market those products, develop those products and sell those products globally. So if you could write couple of pages in your research paper, how your research will be used by a business company to make profit, we will publish it. Okay? We receive many papers like medicine. Pharmacy professors do research about new medicine. They have invented new medicine. We ask them to write 2 pages how this new medicine will be used by a pharmaceutical company and how they will do its commercialization and marketing. We will publish it. As long as you show business side of your research. Because our journals are business, but business is an applied field. Whatever medical doctors invent, whatever engineers invent, whatever pharmacists invent, business companies commercialize their inventions and make products and sell them. So show us the business side of your research. Commercialization, marketing of your research, we will publish in our business journal. Fair? Yes, and as I was telling to my colleague here, that if you have a problem speaking English and you want to make a presentation in Thai language, we will welcome your research. Please present in Thai language and we will find some Thai professors, like your vice president speaks beautiful English and she has an American PhD. So people like her, we will find to chair your session in your field and give you good ideas how to improve your research. Okay? So we will allow presentation in Thai language at our conference. Thank you.
Any question?
Thank you, friends. I think nobody has any question. Thank you very much for being here, for supporting this great seminar, for supporting each other and supporting Western University. May God bless you and have a nice day. Looking forward to see you at our conference, AGBA's 20th conference, to be held at Grand Four Wings Hotel in Bangkok on July 8. Thank you. I will send the information to your colleague and she will disseminate our conference information. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just a moment. I need you evaluate my activity. Just a moment, please. 1 minute. 1 minute.
I brought the two journals if you want to look at it. These are the two journals we publish for free, no charge. Don't take it home. I will put it here. You can review it. If you will attend our conference, we will publish your paper in these conference documents. In these conference documents, we will give you a bag. And these are the documents. This is where we will publish your abstract, which is called Book of Abstracts. This is called Faculty Development Program. The 10 top professors we will bring from USA and Europe. You can look at them. We will also, this is a conference program which will have your name, when is your presentation. You can also have a look at them. And these are the certificates we will give you. You can look at our certificates as well. I am putting it here. Please don't take it home, but you are welcome to review them. Okay? Nobody can take it home. I am a son of a Turkish father. Turkey ruled over 46 countries for 600 years. I came to it. We killed 100 million people. So nobody will give.
Okay. Please scan QR code for evaluate this this activity, this topic. If you cannot scan from monitor, you can scan this. Okay, same.ใช่ใช่ใช่ ข ข้างนอกมีน้ำในตู้เย็นดื่มได้นะคะ แต่ขอจบงานก่อนแล้วกันนะคะ ประเมินอะไรให้เรียบร้อย แล้วก็กล่าวขอบคุณสักนิดหนึ่งจริงๆขอแก้ข่าวนิดนึงนะคะ ที่บอกว่าหญิงจ่ายแพง500 ยูโรเนี่ยมันคือ Journal คอไทย1นะคะแล้วก็ตอนนั้นที่เขายังอยู่แค่คอไทย3เนี่ยหญิงจ่ายไป200 ยูโรค่ะขออนุญาตใช้สิทธิ์พาดพิง แต่จ่ายแพงจริง500 ยูโรค่ะเป็นเงินไทยก็แพงแต่ก็คือว่า Journal มันอัพขึ้นเป็นคอไทย1แต่เดิมเขาคอไทย3เนี่ยเขาเก็บแค่200 ยูโรค่ะไม่รวมค่าโอนเวสเทิร์นยูเนียนแต่วันนี้เขามาก็คือว่าเขาบอกว่าฟรีเนี่ยแล้วก็ดูแล้วเนี่ยเขาก็สแตนดาร์ดเขาก็โอเคนะตามที่เขาบอกว่าก็ค่อนข้างจะยากอยู่เหมือนกันในเรื่องของคุณภาพงานที่จะไปลงในวารสารเขาได้อะคะโหดอยู่อ่านแล้วโหดอยู่3ใช่ไหมคะเดี๋ยวนี้ตอนที่ไอ้ journal ที่หญิงบอกว่ามันขึ้นไปคอไทย1มันก็3แล้วก็ในประเทศของ TCI ของเราเองอะค่ะก็กลายเป็น3แล้วค่ะสู้ๆกันนะทุกคนประมาณนี้ค่ะซึ่งเดี๋ยวโดยเฉพาะนิสิตปริญญาเอกอะค่ะได้ข่าวมาแว่วๆว่าเปเปอร์วิทยานิพนธ์อันไหนที่จะได้ excellent เนี่ยเงื่อนไขจะต้องเป็นตีพิมพ์นานาชาติละนี่สมศักดิ์ศรีนะคะรอคุณชาญอยู่นะคะ excellence สาธุนะคะสาธุแล้วถ้าเกิดพูดไทยเนี่ยมุกคล่องเลยเห็นไหมภาษาอังกฤษก็เท่าที่ทราบโอเคน่าจะได้แล้วค่ะโอเคค่ะ
Okay, Professor, welcome here, please. Yeah, before the program ends, we would like to say thank you. We all would like to say thank you to you for the participation today and to give us much more knowledge, very useful. Okay, and on behalf of us, okay, we would like to say thank you, and everybody just grab the hand. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
น้ำดื่มเย็นๆอยู่ด้านนอกนะคะในตู้เย็นหยิบได้เลยค่ะค่ะ